Do you know that I've actually been told off by candidates when I've had to call and tell them that they weren't successful in getting the position? And that is definitely the best way to never get a call back from that company again. In this video, I'm going to share with you the only way to accept feedback so that you increase your chances of getting another interview with that company. If we haven't met yet, I'm Michelle, and I'm the Saskatchewan career coach who is passionate about getting you into a career that you enjoy. I'm never going to give you any advice that hasn't worked for myself or for one of my clients, so let's jump on into this advice. I'm going to take a step back and give you a couple of tips on how to actually ask for this feedback, because that can be tough for some job seekers. Now, I am not making up any excuses for recruiters, but they are really busy. So if they tell you they're going to get back to you in 2 weeks, it might actually be 3 or 4 weeks. So a couple of things that I would do is, number one, I would make sure to send them an email and say, you are going to get back to me within a couple of weeks. Can I get an update on the position? If you don't hear back, I would head to the company's website and see if they have some position updates on there. If there's no information there, that's when you want to send a second follow-up email and say, if I haven't heard back by the end of day tomorrow, I'll give you a phone call. And then the last thing that you want to do is you want to give that recruiter a call and then ask them for the feedback. So there are 4 things that I tell my clients to think about when they're asking for feedback. Number 1 is you want to make sure that you are always being polite and respectful. This is going to tell the recruiter one very important thing. It's going to tell them that you can take constructive feedback and use that to improve next time. The second thing is you want to ask for some specific feedback. So if you can say, can you give me an example of a question that I answered well and one that I would need to change for next time, that would be great. After the interview, of course, you want to make sure that you write all this information down so that you can see where did I do great and where can I improve for next time. Now, the third thing I hope is a no-brainer, but never get rude or defensive. I've actually had some candidates who will get defensive with me when I'm giving them feedback, and they'll actually argue with the feedback. If you get defensive when you're getting that feedback, it's going to show the recruiter a couple of things. On the other end of the spectrum, it's going to show them that you can take constructive feedback very well, and then a couple other things about your values on the job. The fourth thing that you want to remember is to make sure to thank that recruiter before you get off the phone with them. Thank them for their time, for their feedback, and reassure them that you're going to use their feedback to improve for the next interview. That will definitely leave them with a lasting good impression of yourself. Let me include a couple of links below for you. One of them is going to be to my online interview course, and this is going to teach you everything you need to know before, during, and after the interview. I will also include a link to my interview tracker. And this really takes the guesswork out of what you need to do after the interview to assess it so that you know where are my strengths and where are my development needs for next time. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so that you're always getting my most up-to-date career information. And then you know where to find me on my social media and on my website, brooksinterviewcoaching.com. I will see you at the next video.